Okay, example 3 from lesson 4.3 is very similar to example 2. The difference is we have to multiply something by the first equation and the second equation. They're not going to be the same number because we need to get, like I said before, we need to get either the x's to zero out or the y's to zero out. Now looking at this, it's a lot easier. I don't want to go up to 55 here. I'd have to make this 55. I would rather do the 15 and have smaller numbers. So I am going to make sure that these are both 15 and one needs to be negative and one needs to be positive. Okay, so I am actually going to make the top one negative, and I'm going to multiply in order to get 15 here by -5. Okay, and what I do on one side I do on the other. So this one's going to be times -5. Okay, so when I do that I get negative, oops, sorry, it's a little blurry there. -5 times 5x is -25x. -5 times 3y is a -15y. And 118, I'm going to use my handy calculator here. 118 times -5 is -590. Wow. Okay, -590. Now the second one, remember I already made this one negative, so I need to make this a positive 15. So I'm going to multiply the second one by a 3, positive 3. And what I do on one side, I do on the other. So this becomes positive 33x, and I apologize for it blurring out. This becomes positive 15y. And I'll use my handy calculator again. 226 times 3 is 678. All right, so now I have my two equations. Now I can do what we did in example 1 where we add them together. Okay, so 33 plus -25 is the same thing as subtracting them. So you end up with, I believe, 8. Let's double check that. 33 minus 25 is 8. Oops, sorry. 8x. This zeroes out, and that's going to equal, now we have 678 and a -590 is the same thing as doing 678 minus 590. And we get 88. Awesome. A whole number, yay. All right, so now I have 8x equals 88. I divide out the 8 to get x by itself. Do on the other side, and I get 11. So my x coordinate is 11. Okay, so now I'm going to, remember I'm not done, I'm going to put this back into the original equation. And then it's going to have to work in both. So we're going to solve for y, but we're going to plug in for our x here. Okay, so 5 times 11, and then plus 3y, I'm doing the top equation, equals 118. So this is 55 plus 3y equals 118. I'm going to subtract 55 because I really don't want to deal with fractions if I don't have to. That's what will happen if you divide by 3 first. 3y, and then if I do 118 minus 55, I get 63, whoops, sorry, 63. And then to get y by itself, divide by 3, and y equals 21. All right, so my point should be 11, 21. So I need to double check that. So I already know it's gonna work here because I just solved using this. So I'm gonna use the other one, which was 11x plus 5y equals 226. Okay, so my x value was 11, so I'm going to do 11 times 11, and then I'm going to add 5 times 21, and when they add together, they should equal 226. So 11 times 11 is 121, and 5 times 21 is 105, if I did that correctly, and they should equal, so 5 plus 1 is 6, 0 plus 2 is 2, and 1 plus 1 is 2, and it worked. So it works in both. That means that the solution to this system is 11, 21.